Hi everyone, welcome again to another stream of the marketplace. So as usual, I'll just point out that you can visit the marketplace to the address you see here on the top of the screen, the Windor Marketplace, for those who didn't have the chance to go yet. But even if you went a couple times, you can always go back. There's always new products and new, documents on the marketplace from our exhibitors. So today we're gonna go visit Trimlite's booth. So as usual, you can use this button here to go talk to the exhibitors. There's also like here the button, so pretty easy, which will bring you to this page where you can select. As we said today, we're gonna talk with Trimlite, so you can select Trimlite's logo here, which will bring you to their booth that you can see here. So I'm just gonna, I see there's a couple presentations like videos. I'm not gonna go through all the videos and the presentation because today, as you guys can see, we have Eddie here in the little chat box. So we see that he's online. So you have the options to either chat with him, call him directly for a video call. You have his little message here for the email. You can book a meeting. You have his contact info. So when you see that someone's online like this, that means you can right away talk to them, which I'll do now. So we'll do a video call, which open this window here, and here we go. It's almost magical, and we have Eddie with us. So good afternoon, Eddie.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you, Steph?
I'm pretty good. Yourself?
Great.
So I was just telling people a little bit how to use the marketplace. We went through your booth a little bit. I understand that, you prepared something for us today, so I'll just let you go and present that.
Yeah, certainly. And thank you very much for the time. I appreciate Fenestration Canada featuring Trimlite here for the next few minutes. And as you can see by our booth, hopefully the cleaners kept it nice and tidy. We have sort of two videos that we're presenting. One is on our glass program and one is in our door program. What I've done just for the sake of our feature here is just kind of combine it into one abbreviated presentation. And yeah, I'm just going to share my screen here right now and we can go from there.
Awesome. Let's do it.
So with regards to our booth, that's at Marketplace by Windor. As I mentioned, we have sort of two categories that we're featuring. Is number one would be our exterior door glass. Number two would be our exterior fiberglass door program. And this kind of goes without saying, but it's still very important to us. Nevertheless, we want to show that our partners, both our suppliers and our customers out there in the marketplace, and prospective customers, that there's confidence in reliable products and exceptional service at Trimlite. Just a quick company overview, kind of showing our geographic footprint with regards to Trimlite. We started in 1982 in North Vancouver, BC, as a manufacturer of glass inserts for the steel door business on the West Coast. I'm just going to fast forward to 2021, and you can kind of see on this particular slide that North America obviously remains near and dear to our hearts, and that's where our core business is. We do manufacture a lot of our products, whether door or glass or frame materials, in Asia. We have one facility in China and two facilities in Vietnam. In North America, of course, our focus is more on the distribution side of things, although we do maintain some manufacturing and fabrication. Surrey, BC, and Burlington, Ontario, of course, would service our Canadian markets. And as you can also see there, we have a few facilities that would service our business in the United States. When we look at our product offering, we kind of have six kind of pillars of our business and our business model. Door glass, as I mentioned, which remains near and dear to our hearts because that's how we started our business. Mini blind glass, fiberglass doors, and so that would these three categories would kind of focus more on the exterior side of our business, and that's kind of our focus with regards to Marketplace by Windor. On the interior side of our business, we also have a couple of other door products, glass products as well, and then finally we have other products that would sort of complement either interior or exterior door products and glass. So Again, our focus for market placed by wind door would be the door glass, the blinds, and the fiberglass doors. This is a particular slide that I just sort of inserted here. We're obviously always trying to stay on top and ahead of the curve when it comes to trends and product design, and just trying to find that right balance. This is a slide that I presented to a customer way back in 2016, so 5 years ago. So these were some of the trends that we saw in product design. I won't read every single line. I think everyone can kind of see that, and it's pretty straightforward. When we kind of go into 2021, we kind of see some sort of similarities with regards to how we go to market. Exterior and interior door and glass products, there's a bit of symmetry there, and we always try and find some symmetries to help with new home construction and or renovations. Glass designs, the higher obscurity levels, the black caming and very minimal demand in brass remains pretty similar to 2016. If I kind of go down to the next couple of the last two lines, when we sort of look at energy efficiency, in 2016 and prior, new codes and programs was sort of the word there. I've kind of crossed it out because codes and programs aren't new. They're with us. They're becoming more and more important in building code and required in many cases. And with regards to some of the initiatives and rebate programs out there, provincially and or nationally, this is becoming more and more important in terms of how we're growing our business. In terms of themes that we're seeing out there, of course, you've sort of seen me cross out modern and mid-century modern. That's where a couple of catchphrases, perhaps about 5 years ago. What we're certainly seeing contemporary and craftsman remain. And I would sort of look at the four categories in terms of themes that we're seeing out there: modern farmhouse, contemporary, where the interpretation is always changing, and then you finally have craftsman and traditional, which are timeless and classic looks that will always remain part of the trends that we see in the marketplace. Looking at our Doorlight product offering, decorative glass, again, how we started our business. It's been a mainstay of our product line. We have about 20 different designs of decorative glass items that we've gone to market with. Mini blind glass is something that we've really grown and is becoming a very important part of our product mix over the past few years. One of the big strengths on our successes and reasons for our successes rather has been that the very low warranty and callback rate on it. It's below 0.01%. Textured door lights is something that's been emerging for us over the last few years, and I will get into that. Finally, we get into French door lights, which it would be more of a kind of a fancy way of just saying a full light door glass, whether it be decorative or on the textured side of things, and also of course mini blinds as well. Impact and commodity door lights are also part of our business that kind of fills our basket of goods going to market with glass products. In terms of decorative glass, we always come out with about 3 or 4, sometimes 5 new designs every year or 2 years. 2019 was the last time we came out with a couple of designs, and it was only 2. And I'll sort of get into that as we proceed with the presentation here. But in 2019, 2 years ago, we came out with 2 new designs. One would be the narrows. The other would be the perimeter. And segueing into the most popular designs in our Trimlite repertoire, we have the Harlow, the Adelaide, Riverton, Royston, Artisan, Modena. And as you can tell, just sort of going back to my previous comments about market trends and whatnot, you saw a lot of high obscurity, a lot of black caming, a lot of clean straight lines there. Moving right along to the Solution series and textured glass series of our glass products. The Solution series is actually a door light frame that we created from start to finish, and it's a patented product at Trimlite. In fact, it was actually something that we won Best New Product at, I believe it was at 2017 Windoor, if I'm not mistaken, if that was in Toronto. Steph, please help me here.
Yeah.
Okay. With regards to the main characteristics of the frame, it's a product that requires no screws or plugs. It's actually a snap together frame system. It's a very low profile, so it's less obtrusive on the actual door panel. So the focus is more on the glass and the actual door panel rather than the frame. It is made with an ABS product, so it is a plastic material that is very sturdy and durable for our climates, whether it's with regards to either hot or cold temperatures out there, painted or stained. It is available in various sizes. We launched it in 2017, focusing more on at that time the mid-century modern sizes. So there's a bunch of small glass sizes, and we continue to grow the size availability with the Solution Series program. So currently we have 10 sizes available. The most recent sizes that we came out to market with is a 2236 and an 8x36, which would be a half light design, which is probably some of the most popular sizes in the marketplace today. And again, as I mentioned previously, some of the smaller glass sizes that fit that mid-century modern craftsman contemporary layout. When we mentioned about textured glass, this is something that we've certainly seen as growing as a share of the market. Previously, I mentioned that, with regards to decorative glass, we usually kind of come out with about 3 or 4 designs every year or 2 years. In 2019, it was only 2, but the reason behind that was because we saw this emerging trend with textured glass combined with the Solution Series frame. And that's where more of the demand and appetite was for glass in door panels. So with regards to textured glass, we have about 11 different designs as of today, and it continues to grow. Kind of circling back to the Solution Series program in terms of door light frames, we can use those in our decorative glass options as well in various sizes. And again, as I mentioned previously, it is emerging in terms of the size and availability with regards to the Solution Series frame. Just a couple of beauty shots here, kind of highlighting the Solution Series frame product and the textured glass. So it shows, again, it's featuring more of the glass in the actual door panel and less obtrusive in the frame areas. Both our decorative glass and textured glass options are produced the exact same. We are using a warm edge super spacer, and all units come with both low E and argon gas. When we look into our mini blind glass series, this is something that, as I mentioned, our success has been revolving around the reliability of the product and the very, very minimal callbacks and warranty claims. It focuses more around the function and reliability. I can sort of use maybe myself as a testimonial these days because we got a quote to replace our blinds in our 20-year-old house, and my jaw dropped. So it's a little bit more of an economical alternative to have blinds and some privacy in your door panel versus the traditional blind that you can add on afterwards in the marketplace today. Available in 10 sizes. Some of the key features that we see in terms to help our reliability in the marketplace, there's an operational gear belt system and a clutch and spool system as well. We've got metal ball bearings. Those are the 3 elements that kind of give it some durability in the marketplace because it is a product, of course, where the blinds are operating up and down constantly depending on the homeowner's use. There are side covers as well to help block off that, help rather add to the privacy and block out any daylight in many cases. On the other side of our booth at Marketplace by Window, we have our fiberglass door program, and we have a couple of partners that we have been sharing our success with. One would be PlasPro, which is our primary supplier of fiberglass door products. Key feature about fiberglass doors from PlasPro is their HydroShield technology. So the 3 things that create the HydroShield technology, one is obviously the actual fiberglass door skin. Two would be the full-length composite styles that would be going vertically on the door panel. And then you have a composite top and bottom rail. So there's zero wood exposure on this actual door panel with the combination of the door skin, the composite styles, and the top and bottom rails. In addition to that, you have a full-length LVL style or laminated veneer lumber on the lock side of the door panel. So it provides more strength and durability in their door panel versus the norm out there to help minimize the likeliness of doors warping in the field. It is an analogy about that would be kind of like, think of a floor joist that you have in your door panel. And the next slide will kind of show that. You can kind of see the LVL style going top to bottom on the actual door panel. This is obviously a door that has had the skin ripped off just to kind of show the foam core, as well as some of the other features on a PlasPro door. Some of the features and benefits of a composite system versus exposed wood. There are other door manufacturers and suppliers out there that use wood as a component in their fiberglass door panel, and kind of show some of the potential consequences of using wood if it's not cared for properly. You can have it crack and peel, depending on the weather conditions that you're seeing in your respective marketplace. And so that's where the advantage of a PlasPro door product with that composite HydroShield technology has over a wood exposed door product. In terms of the door skins that are available through PlasPro, I'll just quickly blow through this because, of course, time is of the essence. We've got teak and cherry, rustic, which would be a mahogany type grain, but featured with grooves and various panel layouts. Mahogany and oak. Oak would be more of the standard wood grain that you're seeing in stainable fiberglass door panels in the marketplace today. Fir grain is certainly emerging, especially on the western side of our country, where fir, Douglas fir, and similar grain materials have been used in the marketplace for quite a few years. And then of course you have the smooth and the true white oak. Smooth would be the mainstay of the program and the biggest seller. It is a paint grade product that's available in various different designs and models. The One Light series is something that we call a flush glaze series, where it creates the cleanest profiles available. In many cases, in a full light design, there's actually more glass surface area versus a standard door panel that comes with a cutout door light in it. This is something new from PlasPro over the past couple of years, where they have the Nova 45 series. Again, it's a complementary product to the One Light series, where this is a direct glaze product featuring Cardinal IG sealed units, and again, shows more glass surface area, yet maintains all the key features of a PlasPro door product. You have the LVL style, and then you have the HydroShield technology to complement the door product as well. Doors in stock today with the Nova 45 series would be in 6'8" and 8 foot in both smooth and fir grain door products. A couple of the advantages that we have with the PlasPro program over the market per se is, number one is PlasPro has the most comprehensive shaker door program in the marketplace versus the norm. Shaker doors is something that we've seen, especially on our interior door side of our business, as a trend that sort of goes across all sort of themes out there in the marketplace. Remains very popular in terms of design because of its clean lines and simplicity. So with PlasPro Shaker Door program, it's available in a 1, 2, 3, and 5 panel in both smooth and fir grain. Another advantage that PlasPro has would be that they have what we believe is the largest selection of 3'6" by 8 foot doors in the market. I think all of us in the industry can attest, whether we're selling windows patio doors or door systems, the demand continues to grow for bigger and bigger and bigger. So 3 foot 6 by 8 foot is currently the biggest size fiberglass door that Plastpro makes today, and they certainly have a good selection versus the norm. I know some of the things that Plastpro has invested in moving forward would it is for bigger door panels as well. So some of the investments that they've made in presses and dies um, look are trending upwards. No pun intended. So we're hopeful to have maybe a selection of some door products that are even bigger than 3 foot 6 by 8 foot moving forward. Applied mullions are aluminum SDL bars that we produce at Trimlite, and this is a complementary product that we can apply to either that direct glaze Nova 45 series door or the One Light series door, and essentially it gives you a multi-light look. So instead of a traditional one light look, we depending on the number of bars that we apply to the glass panel, we can make a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light design. Master Grain is another one of our partners in terms of fiberglass door supply. It is something that we have exclusivity over in the Western Canadian market. And the key features with Master Grain is its distinctive grain replication. If you have a few minutes to spare, Master Grain was featured on that show How It's Made on the Discovery Channel, and there is a YouTube link if you sort of YouTube Master Grain and how it's made, and you can kind of see about a 4 to 5 minute video of how doors are produced at Master Grain through that through that How It's Made show. So one of the key features here is the authenticity of the actual graining of the door panel. The other thing is versus a Plastpro door, which is used as an LVL style, Master Grain uses what they call an LSL style. So again, it gives you some very good rigidity on the lock side and the strike side of the door for that matter with regards to Master Grain. Gives you some more hardware options too in terms of application and installation. In terms of the selection of Master Grain versus the quote unquote popular door manufacturers out there, they're more of a niche manufacturer where they focus more on specific door products. So cherry grain, some of these richer grain woods is something that they focus on. Another thing that they focused on over the past few years have been some of the contemporary designs, and that's what we feature in our Trimlite mix and our stocking programs. So things like contemporary cherry doors that have stainless steel inserts in them, or doors that have CNC grooves in them that give you various pattern looks. Something that's been emerging and become newer from Master Grain has been an availability of that contemporary look in a smooth finish door. And then finally, this is something that's become very versatile, is they've produced a fur grain door that you can either cut out and glaze glass units in, or leave as just a paneled door product, but apply SDL bars to give you a lot more function and versatility and creativity to create some funky patterns with regards to door products, as you can see by this particular slide here. So kind of circling back when I kind of presented this slide in the beginning of our presentation, when we kind of look at market trends and product design for 2021, essentially many of our products fit under various categories here. So you look at, modern farmhouse, contemporary, craftsman, traditional. We've got many products that would maybe focus on one theme, but we also have an array of products that would kind of cover off all themes. Contact information, obviously, this is also available at our exhibit, at our booth rather, at Marketplace by Windor. And yeah, we consider ourselves experts in the residential door market. Appreciate the time, and now open the floor to any questions, which I guess the floor only involves you, Stefan.
Well, yeah. So, well, no, what I'll point out though is that, as we said with the marketplace, they can reach out to you, I guess, for any questions. This is, going to be streaming on YouTube also. So, if there's any questions while you're watching this, put them in the comments. So I'll make sure that Eddie receives them. And like, so I was just wondering, do you guys go like sometimes in your booth in the marketplace? I know like with the spring conference coming up, we're gonna dedicate some hours to the marketplace. So can we expect to see you online and ready to talk with some exhibitors, some
Absolutely.
attendees? Sorry. Yes.
Absolutely. Happy to help. And also, during these times, of course, we're all forced to participate in these events, and we're happy and eager to participate in these events online, and just can't wait to do it physically
Yeah.
in the very near future. We hope, crossing fingers.
Yes. Yeah. Same here. But I feel it's the next best thing. That's
Absolutely.
as good as we can do right now. Well, so I just want to thank you for the time, and like as you said, let's hope we can see each other in person soon. And even with Windor coming up, if we end up being able to do it in person as we're planning, there's always going to be a hybrid component to it. So we have to get used to these technologies. And thanks for helping us understanding a little bit more how to use them and showing us what you have in your booth.
Yes, and thank you very much to Fenestration Canada for organizing these events. Appreciate it. I know it may sound a little bit cliche these days, but really, everybody, please stay safe, and
Yeah.
let's get together really soon.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good
Take
day.
care.
Bye bye.
Bye now.